Looks like I'm starting. Let's try this again here. I was trying to get this thing going with another program. Didn't work. Tried another program. Didn't work. Tried another program. Didn't work. Just gonna triple check that we're actually live here. Tap to retry. There we go. So look at those sidebars. Gotta work. I am not crazy about this program. Anyways, today we're going. Anyways, Johnny Marr, if you don't know, oops, yeah, he was the guitarist for the Smiths. Then worked, bounced around. I think he joined the Pretenders. No, he was in another band before he joined the. But was part of the for a little while. Joined the Pretenders for a bit. He's done lots of stuff. In and out of the studio. Doing session work for various people. But the thing about Johnny Marr is he's just one of those guitarists that really just adds something, and you can't really describe what that something is. It's not a bad thing to be able to do. Like some guitarists just completely stand out. Um, he's a bit like Eric Clapton in that regard. Just better than average guitarist. Although I like his work better than Clapton. Not to say that I dislike Clapton or anything. It's just I think he's a little overrated. I mean, come on, Clapton is God. Really? Come on. He's not even Mick Ronson good. Now, Mick Ronson's a guitarist that could stand out. Oh. And if you happen to like his, other work, definitely check out his solo stuff. It's nice. I can't say anything, you know. Like it's good stuff. Apologize if my hot take ain't hot enough. Uh, if you don't know the name Mick Ronson, he was David Bowie's guitarist in the early '70s. Kind of helped define the Ziggy Stardust sound. Um, Co-produced Lou Reed's Wild Side album. If you are not familiar, if you like the Stardust era Bowie, check out his solo album that came out in the '70s. It's more of the same. It's that sound that he helped kind of develop with Bowie. It didn't do great because it's just you know he brought that in, and interestingly enough, Mick Ronson produced a Morrissey album after the Smiths broke up. In fact, Mick Ronson was going to turn it down because his sister was going to have him babysit. And she's like, "You're not going to turn down working with Morrissey." All right, I'll go produce them. Just before David Bowie broke, Mick Ronson quit the band to become a school gardener. They had to like track him down and convince him to rejoin the band. Mick Ronson's a character. Sadly, he passed away. But we still got Johnny Marr, and he's not going anywhere anytime soon, as far as I know. I believe if you want to check out Mick Ronson's work, his last performance, public performance that I am aware of, was at the Queen tribute concert, where he played guitar with Bowie and Queen. And killed it playing Heroes. Which he should have done initially, but that's a whole other story. All right. Let's see here. Here we go. Excuse me. There we go. Not looking too bad. But yeah. Also, unlike Morrissey, Johnny Marr's a good guy. Morrissey's trash. The only good thing I can say about Morrissey is he's got a pretty voice. But I don't want to hear it because he's just horrible. mean, the only reason to listen to the Smiths is for Johnny Marr. And the rest of the guys. I'm sure they're okay. But anyways. Uh, okay. Forgot to finish drawing the capo. Alright. So people once again are mad at my election analysis. Let's see here. I think that's... Huh? What did I miss? You know what sometimes helps? There we go. Just bada boom. Look at that. But anyways, yeah, people are mad at my election analysis, which they were mad in 2016, and unfortunately, I was right. So I'm kind of using the same type of analysis here. But you can't quite look at polling. I'm not saying polling isn't important. I'm just saying that polling isn't the be all and end all. Because first of all, polling is a little bit biased. It kind of misses younger people. It's a great way to figure out where older people are at. But it not really gauge very well with Zoomers and millennials. So, I know there's some good pollsters out there, but again, take polling with the same grain of salt because, like I said, it doesn't really have an accurate, reflection of what, the youth vote is going to do. Also tends to miss people of color. Now, the other thing too is polls tend to look national, and we don't vote nationally. So again, use polls. Beware of polls. Just looking at polls. What does the national polling have to do with anything? I mean, Al Gore had more votes than George W. Bush. Hillary Clinton had more votes than Donald Trump. We don't elect people nationally. We elect people with an electoral college. Now, granted, with George W. Bush, the Supreme Court handed him the victory because, counting every vote would have violated Bush's constitutional rights, apparently. Go ahead and look at the decision of Bush v. Gore. That is what the Supreme Court said. So, none of this is Ralph Nader crap. Third parties don't steal the election. Now, you can make an argument, and your argument's right, about the 92 election, but because you got to look at exit polling for that to see what I'm saying. But anyways, exit polling is accurate, but unfortunately, because of us not actually being able to count the vote because of voter machines, we don't really. The media is, like, oh no, exit polls don't work anymore. I'm like, are they really? Or is it because we have voting machines? I'd like to know. I have questions, basically. I'm not definitely saying anything, but there's a lot of coincidences whenever it comes to elections, exit polling, and voting machines that I have, and that look very conspiratorial. But I'm not even going to get into that. I will say the only the gold standard of elections, as Brad Freeman always says, is a hand-marked paper ballot, which I agree with. I don't see how we can run elections any other way. But anyways, get that. Johnny Marr. And since we do elect people state by state here, what was I going to say? I completely lost my train of thought. Okay, if anybody is in the chat room, I apologize. I am not seeing any messages popping up. Curiosity killed the cat. I didn't even promote this. Oh, at least I got 2 people watching. Oh. Hey, see Kip and son of a red shirt. I'm not getting any of your messages, y'all. Um, okay. Well, that explains that. Anyways. By the way, I'm not saying that I Clapton. I just think he's a little overrated. I find him uh, better than average. And you know, like Layla, great song. I way overplayed. I'll fully admit that. But you know, there is nothing wrong with uh, you know, like you like Clapton. Good for you. Still think he's a bit overrated for because there's just nothing that completely stands out about him. But hey, like I said, I can I, I'm never going to knock Clapton because he is certainly talented. Absolutely. But Stevie Ray Vaughan's better. Oh, yeah. If you want to talk about like straight up blues guitarist, absolutely, man. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Now, I'll be honest with you. I am not a huge Stevie Ray Vaughan fan, but I really do I really do think he's better than Clapton. I don't think he gets enough airplay either, but it don't matter because Stevie Ray Vaughan's dead. He died in a helicopter crash. Also, I like Gary Clark Jr. better. Somebody else. I actually need to listen to more Gary Clark Jr. He was in. He actually performed two songs on an episode of Luke Cage, and they were tight. You know, Luke Cage was not that great of a show, but man, was the music off the hook. I mean, it slapped. So, and I'm also willing to admit that we might not have Stevie Ray Vaughan or Gary Clark Jr. or any of those other good blues guitarist that I think is better than Clapton because I find Clapton to be fairly, you know, like I said, better than average. It's not a bad thing, you know? I'd rather be better than average. I mean, like I said, Layla's way overplayed. I don't think it is anymore, but that one about his son who died, beautiful song. Was overplayed for a while there. Especially I preferred the MTV Unplugged version. See, I know Mike Clapton. I'm not like an expert or anything like that, but I respect Clapton. I just know where he sits on my guitar standards. Alright, let's see here. I think. Yeah. If you follow Johnny Marr's Twitter, he actually posts these great photos of him in concert. Sometimes like little video clips too. As I said, I really dig his. It's his solo stuff is not like oh my god, it's groundbreaking. It sounds like nothing ever before. Nah, it's good though. It's something worth listening to. Feel bad, man. I've not listened to it enough to really have any favorites on it off the top of my head. But what can I do? I'm just drawn. Oh, I haven't mentioned this. Okay, so I was exhausted for a couple of days, which is fine. But I decided, well, I watched the Wu Tang show, and I really dug it. So I decided to make Wednesdays Wu Tang Wednesdays, so I get myself hyped for the next episode. So, if I can get this app working better, I do not like those little sidebars, y'all. Um, I'm gonna write to them after I finish broadcasting. But I've literally downloaded everything off the store, and this is the only app that seems to work for me. So, and right now it's running the best it can. The app I was using, DU Recorder, which I have nice things to say about it, but I didn't think it was a good enough program to pay money for. Um, they put everything kind of behind a paywall. I'll say customer service was really good. I greatly appreciate that. But at the same token, the program was a little buggy at times, and if I'm going to pay money for a program, I want something that's, that's not going to be buggy. All right. Would you look at that? I think we need to do this. Boom! All right. Hey. I'm actually not quite sure which program I'm using right now, because they all sound the same after a while. But I was investigating, and other people are broadcasting without these black bars, so I don't know what's up with that. Uh, Man, I gotta get this. I gotta get a better setup so I can see the chat. I apologize, guys. I'll get this figured out. But I did turn on being able to see chat messages, so I don't know what's happening. I'll have to ask about that whenever I'm troubleshooting with the app there. Maybe there's something I got to do, but there is not that much functionality to this program, so I don't know. Before I write them, maybe I'll check to see if there's an update. All right, let's do a little bit more here. Add in a layer. Let's get, bring in the white of the guitar, where the metal is, picking up the lights. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this below here. So that way, they blend. Look at that. Look at that. But anyways, yeah, first 3 episodes of Wu-Tang are on Hulu. I thoroughly enjoyed them. I'd like to see where this show goes because it can go in some interesting places. Um, I'd like to see them really bring in Old Dirty Bastards, humanity and shortcomings, because he was diagnosed schizophrenic, and I think he probably was doing drugs to medicate himself, which is why he died so young, um, doing drugs, and I think it was just because he was poor, couldn't get the mental help he needed, was never diagnosed until he was in his 30s, and I mean he died at 35. So hey, there we go. I say that looks pretty good. Too bad I didn't draw a background for this, but whatever. I think it looks good. I hope y'all like it. Hope y'all had fun hearing me ramble. I don't think I finished the thought, but that's okay. Get back into this, trying to get things set back. Um, I should sign this before I forget. There we go. Well, yeah, there we go. We got Johnny Marr. So definitely, if you guys got a chance, check out his solo album. I can't recall the title of it, but it's relatively new. He's on tour right now, and like I said, follow him on Twitter. Um, yeah, just look up Johnny Marr. You'll find him. He's easy to find. He's always posting just phenomenal photos of his concerts. So just like every few days, there's just a great photo of him. His son's in his band, which is a lot of fun to see. I'm just like, man, that dude looks just like Johnny Marr. Oh wait, that's his son. Anyways, yeah. So hopefully we'll get those black bars taken care of, and until then, next time, get out there and make some art. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.